Samir, your family is from India. Wouldn't you be a descendant of Persians? With that, did you ever hear of the story of Esther? How the Persians ruled over a huge province, which included Israel, and the event that endangered Israel by the hand of Haman's wrath for to destroy them.
No, Reuben, tell me, what happened?
Well, it's an interesting story of the consequences of defiance. We have two situations that didn't end very well. Well, it began in the days of Ahasuerus' rule. He reigned from India unto Ethiopia, over 127 provinces. That in those days, when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan the palace, in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of the provinces, being before him. It is an honor, your majesty, to be in festivity with you. I'm sure, your majesty, you are enjoying your wonderful rule. I humbly submit myself to your lordship, your honor. Prince of Persia, enjoy yourself. I have arranged all things for my guests to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed viewing the majesty of my kingdom these 140 days. Now I will begin my celebration for the next 7 days. Please indulge to your heart content. Samir, the Queen of Persia, also joined into the festivities.
Oh, Princess, your humor is so appealing. I'm sure we shall have more fun. The king is celebrating with the princes of the kingdom, and I too will celebrate. Please gather the other women so that we can begin our celebration too. Yes, your highness, I will gather the ladies so we can commence our gathering and celebration.
Wow, looks like a party celebration getting ready to take place.
Absolutely, and it was just about time for the party to end. You are such a delight to me. I'm enjoying my time with you.
I am enjoying your company so much. You flatter me so.
You are exquisite to me, my beauty. What a lovely party. Everyone is enjoying themselves. And now I would like to present my wife. She is the icing on the cake. Her beauty is greater than all the providence of my kingdom. Have one of my 7 eunuchs come before me, so that I can have him to fetch my wife immediately. Your honor, I will fetch your eunuch for you immediately. Bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she is so fair to look on.
Immediately, your majesty, I will rush to prepare her per your request.
What a joyful and festive day. What is it that you want, my dear?
Your majesty, your presence is requested by his highness. He requested that you come with the crown, and present yourself, and accompany him before the princes and kings at his throne.
What, am I a trophy of his to parade around? I'm entertaining my guest and do not wish to be disturbed.
Your majesty, he will be angry. Why would you dishonor his request?
I will not come. Tell him that. I shall deal with his majesty later.
How disrespectful. How could she disgrace the king like that? How can she do that?
I agree, Samir. That's defiance number 1. You know, Samir, in the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verses 22 to 24, it says, "Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything." Even to the Persians it was a disgrace for that type of behavior. Let's see what else happens. Oh, dear, where is the queen? Is the queen coming shortly?
I'm sorry, your majesty, the queen refuses to accompany you at the throne.
What is this? Would she defy me in my own palace, and disgrace me before my guest? I am so outraged by Queen Vashti. This very day, the noble women of Persia and Media, who have heard of the queen's behavior, will say the same to all the king's officials, and there will be contempt and wrath in plenty. If it please the king, let a royal order go out from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes so that it may not be repealed, that Vashti is never again to come before King Ahasuerus. And let the king give her royal position to another who is better than she. Your advice, Memucan, has pleased me. Proclaim throughout every province in its own script and to every people in its own language, that every man be master in his own household and speak according to the language of his people. Shall I have Queen Vashti brought before you, your highness?
Wow, look at the action the king took.
Oh yay, and that's just the beginning of the defiance and its consequences. Now for the next set of events. The replacement of the queen. Mordecai raised up Hadassah, who was Esther, the daughter of his uncle, for she had neither father nor mother. The young woman had a beautiful figure and was lovely to look at, and when her father and her mother died, Mordecai took her as his own daughter. Let beautiful young virgins be sought out for the king. I will appoint officers in all the provinces of my kingdom to gather all the beautiful young virgins to the harem in Susa the citadel, under the custody of Hegai, the king's eunuch, who is in charge of the women, as you command, my lord. And of Queen Vashti sent to me immediately. Vashti, you have humiliated me for the final time. You will no longer reside as queen.
Oh, that I can turn back the hands of time. I've regretted my behavior so.
It was not in your heart to honor me, nor the fear of my authority. You have carelessly continued in your heart without honor.
I will surrender my crown.
Have my guards escort Vashti away from my castle.
I have been banished from the throne of the king, and a disgrace in front of all provinces.
Farewell, may God be with you.
You will go with the young virgins to the harem in Susa the citadel, to be presented before the king. Do not let anyone know you are a Hebrew of Israel.
Oh, Mordecai, I'm so excited and I will remain silent about that.
Welcome, you are invited to partake in the harem of virgins for selection of the king, he seeks a new wife.
I'm honored and thank you.
You are most beautiful. I'm sure the king will select you. Please, I will group you with the highly esteemed virgins in the harem. Your honor, may I present to you Esther, a highly esteemed virgin from within your harem.
Your Majesty.
My dearest Esther, how beautiful to behold you. Please come here that I may acquaint myself with you. Relax, my dear. There's nothing to be afraid of.
It is my pleasure to meet you, my lord. Thank you for this opportunity.
You've captured my heart. How beautiful is your figure, and are your eyes.
The pleasure is all mine, your Majesty.
Wow, oh my. This is getting good. The queen has been banished.
And Esther has gotten the favor of the king too. Now the first act of defiance has gotten its judgment. Now who would challenge a righteous God of Israel?
Wow, now I'm excited. What's going to happen next?